renting an apartment in Korea is sometimes a foreigner's worst nightmare, and it's literally no joke. I told them I was moving out a month in advance, which is what they requested, and it's taken them till almost October, the middle of October now, to give me my deposit back. And I moved out in August. I honestly was just not a fan of how they treated the issue, like it was no big deal, and the landlord couldn't get a hold of him. I had to talk to this liaison that I would communicate everything with, and she couldn't make decisions. She wasn't the landlord. There was no way for me to get in contact with the landlord because she wouldn't give me his phone number. He lived in China, and he was basically, it was impossible to communicate with him. But I knew if she was communicating with him, why couldn't I just directly communicate with him? Regarding my deposit, my family was freaked out. We thought we weren't going to get that 10 million won back and that we were going to have to talk to a lawyer, and it was kind of just a nightmare because foreigners don't basically have rights in Korea. So having that kind of scare and weight on my shoulders freaked me out for months, and I can at least say now I'm breathing a little bit better. Everything at least ended well, but I can tell you next time I will not be living in this building or Gangnam. And like there's pros, there's plenty of cons, and now I'm just glad to not be there anymore. By the way, this is the Heaven Ridge Summit, and I absolutely do not recommend them whatsoever. There was water coming in from everywhere. There's mold growing on the ceilings, in the hallway, where you walk. And this is marketed as a luxury apartment like experience, and I did not receive any of that. Considering they would just cover the walls with delivery packets and that was their repair method, was not really classy, or made me wonder where the heck is all this money that I'm giving to them a month going, because if you're getting almost 200,000 won from people a month, I'm just wondering where's that money going to, because it's definitely not going to the building. All in all, this isn't the worst story I've ever heard. I didn't think it scammed out of money per se, but I'm going to be cautious the next time I go in apartment hunt, and I'm going to use a different real estate agent. But it's something to at least think about going forward when looking for an apartment in South Korea. So keep that in mind, and I hope this helps someone.